All-American Trophies for all your custom screen printing and embroidery needs, located on South Broadway.
Art Main, women's clothing, accessories, and art supplies, 13 Main Street South.
Buffalo Wild Wings, sports, great beer, and food located on South Broadway across from Walmart.
Digital Office Center, technology solutions for every business need, located in Minot and Bismarck.
MSU Beaver Hockey. Visit us online at msubeaverhockey.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
MSU Athletics, NCAA Division II, promoting good character and a positive experience. Red Rising.
Red and Green, Minot State's official student-run newspaper.
Midwest Oil Jobs brings employers, retailers, and other professionals from the Midwest to connect under one roof.
Bridgeford Construction LLC, for all your concrete needs, residential and commercial.
Jacobson Music, a family-owned music business with 3 retail locations in Dickinson, Bismarck, and Minot.
Pepsi, the local Pepsi-Cola bottling company serving the North Dakota areas of Minot, Dickinson, Devils Lake, and Bottineau.
Fiancé Bridal, located in downtown Minot, and now you can shop online.
Watney Realtors, full-service real estate agencies handling residential, commercial, and investment properties. You can visit them online at minothomes.com. Watney Realtors Carrie Montoya, located on Northwest Broadway.
Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer, located at the Beaver Ridge Plaza.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Good times to be together.
KYYX-FM 97 Kicks, today's hot new country.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
KIZZ-FM Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
KZTR-FM 105.3 The Fox, Minot's rock station.
KRRZ 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KXMA Mix 99.9, Minot's best music mix.
MSU Art Department, stimulating creativity campus-wide by providing exhibits and art events.
Pita Pit, fresh thinking, healthy eating, located on South Broadway.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
iHeartMedia, providing multi-platform advertising and marketing opportunities for partners and world-class entertainment for listeners.
The Rodeo and Symphony both happened this weekend. More news is coming.
And right now in Minot it is 54 degrees, which is just 1 degree below your average temperature for today. And as you can see, our high was set in 1953 at 83 degrees and a low of just 9 degrees set back in 1990.
From midnight. Midnight Madness to a movie premiere. There's a lot to come right here on MSU Inside Out. Good afternoon and welcome to MSU Inside Out. I'm Nolen Axten.
Alex Coleman.
Alex, lots coming up on the show. I know we got a big week coming up with athletics. There's 4 home games, 2 volleyball games, 2 soccer games. So they're going to be pretty busy. Soccer's doing really good right now, still undefeated.
I think good is an understatement for the soccer team.
Yeah, finally got into the national rankings. Also, a little bit about sports. The Wise Men's Rodeo was happening this weekend. I know Alexus Arthur was down there. She was doing a little story on that. Alexis, how did that go?
It went really well. It was a lot of fun. It had a ton of energy there. There was so many people, so it was pretty interesting. It'll be fun to talk about today. I know we got a couple things on it, so we'll get started right away today. The 2016 Miss Rodeo North Dakota pageant crowned their new queen at the Badlands Circuit Finals Rodeo. Visiting royalty from North Dakota and surrounding states came to see which of the 3 contestants would be crowned. To win Miss Rodeo North Dakota, you have to impress the judges in categories including a written test, modeling, and interviews. 2015 winner Danny Taylor says it's been a rewarding experience being able to educate people about rodeos and represent something that's super important in our state. Taylor is looking forward to seeing what the new queen will offer as an ambassador for the rodeos across North Dakota. When she will be passing on the crown, she will also pass on a special bond with the people she represents.
Make a difference in people's day, you know, and like this afternoon when I was doing the national anthem and the God Bless the USA song, going around and seeing these little kids wave to me and waving back and just seeing how excited they are when you recognize them and, you know, look up on them and see their smiling faces, and it's really just one of those things that warms your heart.
The new 2016 Miss Rodeo North Dakota is Megan Hogg, who will serve for 1 year and then compete for Miss Rodeo America. A Belcourt teenager took the initiative and gathered a group of people to clean up her community. Kirsten Baker and her 6 helpers picked up all the trash on one of the highways to keep it safe and make a better impression on those traveling through the town. BIA Highway 10, or as locals know it, Jack Rabbit Road, was cleaned up and adopted by Baker. She decided to adopt the highway because it's close to her home and one of the more dangerous and dirty highways in the area. Baker says she was easily driven to start cleaning the highway so that people don't notice the trash immediately, but instead notice how beautiful Belcourt is.
My main goal is to keep our Mother Nature healthy and well. So that's kind of where I come in for my community. It's important for them because we don't want to look like dirty people. We don't want our ditches to smell. We don't want it to be polluted. We want to be here a long time.
Baker and her helpers finished 2 miles of the highway today and plan to continue their work until snowfall. The Minot Symphony Orchestra musicians filled the stage for the first time this season, and they filled Ann Nicole Nelson Hall with music that allows their audience to escape reality. This weekend's performance featured 2 hours of live music led by new music director Ephraim Amaya. The show's featured musician, Dr. Diana Anderson, has been part of the symphony since 2012 and has played the piano since she was 4 years old. For Anderson, music is a family affair, and her 4 children play instruments, and her husband and son participate in the symphony. She says the symphony gives her the chance to play with other talented people that are dedicated and share the common love for music.
Being in the middle of all of that sound is the most amazing thing, and hearing those amazing, beautiful works come to life live here in Minot is the best part of it.
The next performance by the Minot Symphony Orchestra will be on November 21st at 7:30 p.m. You can purchase tickets online at minotstateu.edu/symphony. A long line formed at the Roosevelt Park Zoo of people planning to enjoy the last wild day of the zoo's regular season. To allow the public to stay involved in the zoo year-round, the park will be opening 1 weekend each month throughout the cooler months. Currently, the zoo has dates set up through December for the public to come and visit the animals. The zoo's executive director says that many other zoos around the country are able to stay open through the year. Jill McDonald wanted to offer the chance to area families to see the animals as their environment changes during the fall and the winter months.
I think that it'll be a great opportunity, and Minot is so supportive of the zoo as well as the surrounding communities that I think it'll be a nice opportunity for something a little bit different and just to see it from a different perspective.
The Roosevelt Park Zoo will next open October 22nd through the 24th. For more information on opening days during the year, visit their website at rpzoo.com. And that's all we have for today, Alex.
It's definitely a lot going on.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys can go to the zoo sometime later this year and go see the animals.
That's the plan. Before getting that, are you a big movie person, Alexus?
I am a big movie person.
Hey.
Weird, right?
So thank you again, Alexus.
No problem, guys.
The film industry is a multi-billion-dollar business with thousands of new faces trying to break into showbiz. Our very own Matthew Maldonado is one of the few faces who broke into showbiz at an early age. Matt, you just recently wrapped your film Heads or Tails.
Yeah.
That's a huge accomplishment.
Oh, it was definitely a milestone for me.
Yeah, before we get into your film Heads or Tails, how has being a student at Minot State shaped you to your career at your current point now?
That's a good question. Well, MSU, I was in the broadcasting department here, and learning all the camera techniques, learning all the behind the scenes stuff. I mean, it really did open up my eyes as far as how much work actually goes into production. And so being on the opposite side of the camera this time around, it was a little bit different, but it's still a whole new experience for me. And I think that was one of my favorite things about this whole thing. So.
Sounds good. How did you get because everything that happened way too perfect in line. So you had the cast. How did you pick a cast? How did you decide?
We actually selected each person individually. We went out and when we had the story written, we had kind of an idea who we were going to pick, and so we looked for people that had similar qualities, and you know, we were very blessed to find, you know, all the people that we were trying to look for, and the fact that they were willing to be on the project with us, I think that was a big thing for us. So.
Right. Getting into the film, how did you get the inspiration to create Heads or Tails?
Well, it was a kind of a hard fall, and I really wanted to do something that was going to be kind of topping my last few films that I've done, something that was just going to blow people away. And honestly, I think that's what that film just did. And
I can definitely agree.
And I think for me personally, I think it's a big milestone. So I mean, at this point in my career, I think it's going to be interesting to see where it goes from here. So.
You have some big name actors out there helping you out. You have Josh Duhamel, which is an A-list actor.
Yeah.
He's supposed to give you a call here shortly. You have his mom helping you out this week
Yep.
for your premiere. So
Yep.
what feeling do you have with that? Like,
you know, the fact that I'm able to really establish a connection with, you know, former talents from Minot and current talents that are from Minot. I think, you know, Josh has been a big influence for me here. And so being able to have that connection and being able to have that one-on-one with him is really, really awe-inspiring for me. And then being able to work with his mom too. I mean, she's very passionate with the community and being involved, and so she's been super helpful in helping us make this event become a possibility and a reality. So,
where do you see your career taking off now?
You know, I really hope to continue film here in North Dakota. I think creating something here for people that don't have access to it, I think that's my biggest ploy right now, and I think I'm going to stay hard focused on that.
That's definitely a good thing to keep it local. One final thing, what would you say to the new upcoming producers, actors who want to break out into showbiz but don't know where exactly to start?
I would say do it and get to know people. That's all the networking that I've done over the past year has just really, really helped me out. And just know, I mean, the college, you know, going to MSU was a big event and a big part in my life to help out with that. So I think, you know, college really did set up a lot of those connections I have today, and continuing and, you know, reevaluating all of our friendships and the new friendships that I'm making along the way, and continuing to move that forward is just, it's huge. And
so you would say the people who you know is a focal point of
yes,
being successful?
Very much so.
That's definitely a good thing. So once again, congratulations on your whole career.
Thank you.
Would you like to introduce your trailer?
Yes. So the trailer we edited together, and Mike Could Do Entertainment, a local Minot company, helped us make it. And so the premiere is this Saturday on October 17th, and I'm really excited for you guys to all see it. And for those that have supported us this far, I think it's safe to say that it's going to be a really fun event for everybody.
Definitely, we're looking forward to it. So now we're about to get into the Heads or Tails trailer. So.
I'm excited to see Benny. This week's been hard without him. So how did you guys get us in here?
We know a guy.
Is that him?
What are you doing in Brooklyn?
The Hughes family isn't very happy.
I know what you're talking about.
I'll give you a 50-50 chance. Heads, I give you 24 hours. Tails, we meet out back, right now.
Benny, what's wrong? They know it was us. We have 24 hours. Till what? Until we die, DiMaggio.
You put your family at risk. There needs to be a debt paid, and it needs to be paid in full.
I'm going home to tell Lucy. She deserves to know everything.
I give you all that I am. I give you all that is strong, good in my heart. And in return, I shall take all your pain, all your doubts, and fears.
Well, you deal with the devil, you're gonna have to pay the price.
To protect you from the ugliness of this world.
Heads or Tails will premiere October 17th in Anna Nicole Nelson Hall. Doors open at 6 and the show starts at 8:30. So bring your family, bring your kids. The rating is PG-13 and is also free admission. Still more to come. It's pretty decent temperatures this year for a fall in North Dakota standards. So we have a look for your weekend weather forecast with Ashley Busch. And we also have a live update with your women's soccer team, who is now nationally ranked. And a wrap up with assistant women's basketball coach Sean Chaffin, and also a look into your women's basketball team. Now we're gonna get into our underwriters.
Thank you to all of our underwriters.
All-American Trophies for all your custom screen printing and embroidery needs, located on South Broadway.
Art Main, women's clothing, accessories, and art supplies. 13 Main Street South.
Buffalo Wild Wings, sports, great beer, and food located on South Broadway across from Walmart.
Digital Office Center, technology solutions for every business need, located in Minot and Bismarck.
MSU Beaver Hockey. Visit us online at msubeaverhockey.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
MSU Athletics, NCAA Division II, promoting good character and a positive experience. Red Rising.
Red and Green, Minot State's official student-run newspaper.
Midwest Oil Jobs brings employers, retailers, and other professionals from the Midwest to connect under one roof.
Bridgeford Construction LLC, for all your concrete needs, residential and commercial.
Jacobson Music, a family-owned music business with 3 retail locations in Dickinson, Bismarck, and Minot.
Pepsi, the local Pepsi Cola bottling company serving the North Dakota areas of Minot, Dickinson, Devils Lake, and Bottineau.
Fiancé Bridal, located in downtown Minot, and now you can shop online.
Watney Realtors, full-service real estate agencies handling residential, commercial, and investment properties. You can visit them online at minothomes.com. Watney Realtors Carrie Montoya, located on Northwest Broadway.
Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer, located at the Beaver Ridge Plaza.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Good times to be together.
KYYX-FM 97 Kicks, today's hot new country.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
KIZZ-FM Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
KZTR-FM 105.3 The Fox, Minot's rock station.
KRRZ 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KXMA Mix 99.9, Minot's best music mix.
MSU Art Department, stimulating creativity campus-wide by providing exhibits and art events.
Pita Pit, fresh thinking, healthy eating, located on South Broadway.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
iHeartMedia, providing multi-platform advertising and marketing opportunities for partners and world-class entertainment for listeners.
Welcome back to MSU Inside Out. Of course, that was an action-packed first half of the show. Speaking of action, we got a lot more coming up in the second half. Just kicking things off, well, I should say tipping things off right away as basketball season is fast approaching. I'm lucky enough to be joined by MSU women's basketball assistant coach Sean Chaffin. Sean, thanks a lot for coming out and joining us today.
Absolutely.
I know you guys have a pretty busy schedule with everything coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. with the Midnight Madness, or we could actually call it late night with Beaver basketball. It used to be Midnight Madness when we actually went at midnight, but it's 7:30 tonight.
7:30, that's tonight at the Dome. Yeah, Midnight Madness. We'll hit on that since we're talking about it. It's kind of a preview to the season, a little bit of a way to show the fans to have fun. What exactly do you guys do for that?
Well, basically, we'll be, if you come out and watch, you'll see both us and our men's team scrimmage. For a few minutes. We're not going to go for a very long time, but just enough to get a chance to see all the different players and what they can do a little bit. And then we'll also have some shooting contests, and then there's also some activities that involve the crowd. I know they have a half-court shoot for $1,000 tuition. They also have a large screen TV that they're giving away. So there are a lot of different prizes, and overall it's a fun night for everybody involved.
Yeah, a good way to kick off the season. Is there any secret events planned that you can give us a little
Boy,
tidbit about?
I don't know. In the past, we've had dance contests and some different things that have been a lot of fun. This year, I've told the format's going to be a hair different, so I don't know. They've kind of kept us in the dark a little bit to kind of keep us on edge, which is fine. That's good. But yeah, it should be a fun night.
Okay, so they're going to keep everything kind of a surprise, which is always fun.
Yeah.
And the TV sounds sweet, and tuition, it's like
a
college kid's dream.
$1,000, yeah, can't beat that.
And as far as this being a tip-off to the season, I keep wanting to say kickoff, but I'll say tip-off because it's a little closer to basketball. You guys brought in a lot of new faces on the team this year.
We did, yeah. We signed 7 for this year. We graduated 3 really good players, and then we had a 4th that we didn't bring back, but we signed 7, 2 are walk-ons, so really we signed 5 plus 2 walk-ons, and we really think 4 of them have a chance to really help us right away. The other 3 will redshirt. The one's going to redshirt as an NCAA situation, but she's really a special player and will be good a year from now. But really like the players that we have coming in, and I think they'll blend in really nice with the returning players.
Yeah, and speaking of recruitment and bringing in these new players, Minot State's one of the only schools that travels out into the Australia and New Zealand area to recruit.
Yeah.
Why did you guys decide to pursue that?
Well, a lot of that came from the fact that we had good success with the first 2. We had Carly and Kris Bogue, the twin sisters. Carly ended up being our conference's player of the year 2 years ago, and is now playing successfully professionally down in Australia, and Kris is following suit there. We kind of got them through a situation where they were supposed to go to a Division I school. The staff there had gotten released after the season, so kind of through a roundabout way, we ended up with them, had really good success with them, used our connections there, and now we go down there every other year to watch the Australians play, and we've had really good success with them.
Yeah, and it seems like you said, lots of success, as they've been some pretty good players. Both sisters were very good. You have games coming up, exhibition games coming up really soon. At the end of October here?
We do. We have on the 28th is our first exhibition game, so just a matter of a week and a half away, we go to Dickinson for an exhibition game to play the Blue Hawks, and then on the 1st, November 1st, we're home with our exhibition with Regina, and then we have a couple weeks before our regular season kicks off.
So it's coming up really quick, and it's kind of like the Midnight Madness and everything, season's coming up quick. I'm going to wish you guys luck in the upcoming season. I know you got high hopes for the team, and the whole campus does too. Sticking with sports now, I'm going to throw it over to Kris, because he's got a little bit more about what's coming up.
I do, and I got to get right into it because I got a lot.
All right.
The Minot Wisemans held their 61st rodeo in Minot last weekend, and it drew quite a crowd for the 4-day event. Lief Bakken has more on the story.
As Garth Brooks said, it's the bulls in the blood, it's the dust in the mud, and they call the thing rodeo. The rodeo, hosted by the Minot Wisemen, is known as the Badlands Circuit Finals, which brings cowboys and cowgirls from North and South Dakota to Minot. The top 12 contestants and teams in each rodeo event come to ride, rope, and wrestle their way to the Ram National Circuit Finals in Kissimmee, Florida, in April 2016. The circuit winners were Casey Brewer of Mandan, North Dakota, with 321 points in the bareback riding. Cameron Mormon from Glenolan, North Dakota, won steer wrestling. Logan and Jordan Olson of Flandreau, South Dakota, won the team roping with a 4-night total time of 30.1 seconds. The saddle bronc rider Jesse Bale, who reigns from Camp Crook, South Dakota, won with 304 points on his 4 rides of the weekend. Calissa Thomas of Harold, South Dakota, won the barrel racing. She also had the best time of the weekend with a 13.84 on day 4. Oral, South Dakota cowboy Clint Kindred won the tie-down roping with a total time of 36.5. And Wyatt Gregg from Belfouche, South Dakota, won the bull riding with a score of 84 and 80 on 2 bulls. All in all, it was a successful rodeo for many cowboys and cowgirls and the Wisemen. So if you like boots and chaps and cowboy hats, spurs and latigo, then I recommend you go to the Wise Men's Rodeo. For KMSU, I'm Lief.
All ticket sales go back to the Wiseman's Triangle Y Camp and other benefits they support. Mark your calendars next year for the rodeo in early October. Minot State Soccer is now 21st on the national rankings after tying number 6 Minnesota State and defeating Concordia State St. Paul. The Beavers' record is now 10-1-1 overall, 8-0-1 in Northern Sun. These games also boosted the Beavers up one spot in the NSCAA Central Region poll, moving them from number 4 to number 3. This is the highest the squad has been in the school's history. You can catch the Beavers this Saturday against Minnesota Duluth at Herd Park Stadium at 1 p.m. Minot State won an important game this last Saturday against the in-state rival, University of Mary. The win ended a 2-game losing streak to the Marauders and even the all-time record to 12 wins apiece for both schools. Most importantly, it gave the Beavers possession of the Battle of the Big Lake Trophy, first time in its brief 3-year history. The game-winning overtime touchdown, was carried by Jarvis Mustafer off a 2-yard run. Mustafer says lifting the trophy was a great feeling and he hopes to do it again next year. The Beavers won the game. It was scored at 15-9, and the Beavers' next action is against St. Cloud University on Saturday at 1 p.m. Minot State Hockey is looking to continue their win streak against Colorado State Rams. The Beavers look to be fresh coming off a week break from game actions after sweeping the Liberty Flames 2 weeks ago with scores of 7-0 and 6-5 in a shootout win. Head coach Wade Greer says the team is solid and just needs to tighten up under the defensive zone and on the penalty kill. Game time is tomorrow at 7:30 in the Mesa. You know, guys, with action pack, we got Midnight Madness or Late Night with Beaver basketball tonight and Dig for Pink tomorrow for volleyball. It's going to be an action-packed weekend, especially with soccer.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on campus, and I'm really excited to see the soccer team in action because undefeated in conference, nationally ranked. It's going to be fun.
Going up from
here.
It's
an exciting weekend. And Alex, speaking of soccer, outdoor sport, we're talking a little bit about weather too.
Yeah, great soccer team, you need great weather, so.
You do, and if the weather's nice, we're going to get the fans, so we'll send it to weather here pretty soon. Yeah, Ashley, what do you got for us?
Well, it's looking to be about average temperatures for fall, so not quite as warm as last week, unfortunately, but still average. You can't complain, right?
Yeah, well, getting close to the end of October and I can still wear shorts. So.
Right, exactly. Okay, so in Minot right now it is 54 degrees, but it feels more like 46, a little on the cooler side. And we have a west-northwest wind of about 18 miles per hour, and our humidity is at 36%. Our sunrise was at 8:04 this morning, and unfortunately the sun is setting sooner, and it will be before 7 o'clock tonight. Now, looking into our temperatures for tonight, we will be in the upper 20s with some cloud coverage, and our overnight low will be 29 degrees. Unfortunately, we do have a frost advisory tonight, so make sure you are have at least a light jacket, because it is getting into those cooler temperatures, and that will continue on throughout tomorrow morning as well. And looking at our temperatures for Friday, it will be in the lower 50s, and actually in Grand Forks it will be a little bit above average at 64 degrees, partly sunny and average fall temperatures. And for Saturday, our temperatures are also in the mid 50s, and it will be mostly sunny with some breezy winds here and there, some wind gusts, and overall another nice day for fall. Sunday will be sunny and pleasant as well, with temperatures in the 60s, so a little bit warmer than Saturday, and honestly, I can't complain. But looking into our extended forecast, Nolen and Alex, we will have sun on Monday again, and we do have a 30% chance for rain on Tuesday, unfortunately. But for hump day, Wednesday, we will be having sunny weather again. So.
Well, that's good, because as we get closer to Halloween, I can't really remember the last time I've been trick-or-treating without snow, so that's...
Oh, I know. As a kid, I remember having to wear snow pants over Halloween costumes.
Oh, or at least fit the costume over the pants.
Yeah, exactly.
You look like the guy in Ghostbusters, the ghost.
I've never seen Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Oh. Or the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Michelin Man?
No.
Yeah. No. Okay, thanks, Ashley.
Yep, you're welcome.
Guess I didn't have a childhood.
Well, so that's about all we got for the show today. Lots of stuff going on campus this weekend, like we talked about. Volleyball's in action tomorrow night. They're doing a cancer fundraiser called Dig for Pink. Yep. So make sure you go out and support that. Soccer's at home 2 games this week, Saturday and Sunday, undefeated nationally ranked. I'm excited for it. Yeah. And volleyball also at home on Saturday too.
Also, next week, we're going to get into look into the foreign film series, so that's also very interesting. And then tonight, Beaver basketball. Check that out this weekend. Check out Matthew Maldonado's film, Heads or Tails. So.
And thanks again to both of our interviews. You mentioned Matt Maldonado was here. Assistant coach Sean Chafin was here too. So, yeah, make sure you get out and support the Beavers basketball team. Tonight, our song of the week is Get Away by Circa Waves. Of course, you can catch more of them right here on Channel 19 during our radio hours, because we are Minot's only alternative rock station. For Alex Coleman, I'm Nolen Axten. Thanks for joining us this week.